The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that GJ Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate
You know what?
talk.
Just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell away the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, this is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, GJ Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STIM Radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, Winfrey, you're a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, take some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
The shit that hurts me.
Time for the STIM Radio Show with the man behind the mic. As afraid to have eyesight, he may puke when he sees all of his exes. Maxwell Silverhammer.
Oh, yes, bitches. Welcome to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And I'm Jerkman.
Man, you know, I'm in a good mood today.
You are?
Yeah, I'm in a good mood.
You sick?
I don't know. Maybe.
Feeling okay?
I mean, let's see. I don't have a temperature. I don't have chills.
Not that you couldn't be. It's just from everybody this last week or so, everybody's been kind of...
Well, I think it's starting to clear out. It's kind of like, you know, like a bad system, so to speak. So, I don't know. I'm in a pretty good mood tonight, man. You know, as far as
cool.
I'm not really pissed off. I'm not really, you know...
Unhappy?
Unhappy. I mean, you know, I got a few little irks, obviously, here and there. Who doesn't? But other than that, shit, I was getting kind of nostalgic here before we went on the air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with your mom talking about different things, like talking about growing up in a bar, and you know, like how people could bring their kids into the bar, and just straight like a lot of shit. Things have just changed, man.
All right.
You know, and like I'm thinking back to things that I used to do that were actually fairly common and normal. Like, you know what? I used to have teachers that would let me give them foot massages.
Wow. Teachers that let you give them foot massages.
Right. Like, now there's no fucking way that would happen.
Well, no. It's totally bad.
Right. But back then, shit, that was nothing.
It was acceptable.
Yeah, it was, you know, I mean, they didn't necessarily, I think, want people seeing that or whatever, but although nobody seemed to have a problem. I mean, even going to camp, you know, me and Sluggo used to give, you know, the female counselors foot massages and shit. Right. And, you know, nobody ever thought anything bad of it. And we weren't, you know, they weren't demonized. You know, we were out in the public area doing all this shit. And, you know, nobody, you know, gave them the label as being a child molester or other kind of.
People nowadays, even there have been some said that taking pictures of their children in a bathtub has been known as being child pornography now.
Well, that's it. Everybody just gets fucking crazy, worked up.
I mean, there's a line to be drawn, and I think that people are just going a little wacko-jacko with some stuff.
Oh, totally. I mean, well, you know what? It's because they can.
Yeah.
Because things are allowing it. So, you know, everybody has an issue. Mm-hmm. And they're going to now take that issue and make it as huge as possible so people pay attention to them. look at me, I'm offended, I'm upset. Matter of fact, there was something today in one of these barefoot groups that I'm a part of where this chick, I guess she goes hunting, and she was showing pictures of, she's got like live turkeys around where she lives or something. And she took a picture of these turkeys that she had killed, you know, and so these people in the group were like, this is disgusting. You're taking pictures of animal corpses and posting them in this group, and that's not right, and it's offensive, and I'm going to leave this group now, and it's just, you know.
So they want to see the dead turkeys.
Yeah, and apparently that like got them so worked up. They got so worked up behind, you know, I mean, obviously it's a fact of life, you know, things die. You know, if you don't like something, why must you be so... I guess what I'm wondering is why do people allow themselves to get so worked up over something they hate? Well, wait a minute. Hold on.
You might want to rephrase that.
Let me rephrase this one. Okay. Now, I'll voice shit and whatever, but I guess it has to affect me. That's what I'm saying. So, like, something like that, it's not really affecting me. It's like, oh, okay, it's kind of annoying. You know, kind of like stupid posts on Facebook. There are a million dumb fucking posts on Facebook. Like, I hate the ones that, you know, got to detail every second of what their kids did and how custy it is and how we should all be as loving of it as they are, you know. Or, yeah, the kid ones are the ones that really bother me. Or, like, I told you there's that one girl on my Facebook now who just found out she's pregnant. And every few minutes there's posts about the kid and having a kid and being pregnant and, of course, just wanting accolades and people to go, oh, congratulations, you know. And then, of course, there's the proverbial annoying one with, you know, I'm so tired of this. And then you're just like, well, what are you tired of? And, of course, they never answer you or anything. So those annoy me. But at the same time, I'm not going to get so pissed off, you know, that I'm going to say, you know, I'm taking you off my friends list now. You know, I know that's just what they do. It's like, annoying, but what the fuck? You know, that's what's called social media. You want to interact with society all the time. Well, guess what? You're going to see some shit you're not going to like, and you're going to hear some shit you're not going to like. So, like, if people get offended by my posts, well, guess what you can do? You can get off my friends list, you know, or the same thing with this person in this group. They can leave the group, you know, right? I mean, but the person had to voice the fact they were leaving the group. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't just go, okay, I'm going to leave the group. I guess, I don't know, man, if something is affecting me, that's where I get upset. But if it's not, and it's not even a direct anything, you know, to me, then I'm like, hey, I'm cool, man. Do what you do. You know, I mean, there's times, you know, obviously certain things, you know, Facebook, somebody will post an opinion because, you know, they want an argument.
And it works you up.
Oh, yeah. I've had those before. You post an opinion or me, I post an opinion, but I do it with the intent of, hey, I want to argue with somebody. You know,
really? I've never seen that coming from you.
Tell me I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, because, well, for me, I know my point's not the only point, but at the same time, I like to hear opposing points. Like, okay, how can you defend? Because in my mind, I think, well, how can you defend something like that? You know? And so I want to hear how you defend that shit. You know, like when I bitch about the surveys companies send out. Okay, there must be a reason they're doing it. I just don't know what it is, and I think it's totally pointless. So make it pointful. Tell me why do we have these, you know, why is it every time I call a company, you know, the next few minutes I'm getting a customer service email and, you know, we really would like you to take your time out to do this survey. That's fucking annoying because it's coming to me. It's affecting me. It's going to my emails.
And you don't want to take the damn survey.
Yeah. Well, I think it's pointless. It's stupid. It's like, why are we taking surveys? What's the whole thing with surveys? I fucking hate surveys.
I think you like them.
You know, the short ones aren't too bad, but it's those 90-year ones. Like, okay, man, I'm taking time out of my day.
Yeah, like the 25-minute ones.
Yeah, like the ones. Yeah, exactly. It's like, look, you know, all right, you want me to answer 3 questions? Fine. And you want me to give my little opinion on some shit? I'll spit it out real quick, and then we're done. Right. But there's no way I'm going to take 25 minutes out of my day for you. You know, that's why I think that sometimes, like, corporate Jim, you know, they just want to fucking, they get something out of that. Ooh, people are going to take 25 minutes out of their day for us, you know. And it's really, and it's with the illusion of, oh, well, we care what you think. We want your experience to be as pleasurable as possible, when really that's not the case.
Right.
Because if it was, well, Cox wouldn't send those out. And we obviously know the shit that Cox gets away with. So.
Cox doesn't get away with anything.
No, not at all. Anyway, where were we going with this whole thing?
I guess, don't know. You went off on stuff.
I was going off on a lot of different shit. But I guess my point is, there's a lot of things, back in the day that were acceptable that aren't, it's not
no longer
anymore.
Acceptable.
Yeah, no longer acceptable. And like I said, I think part of it is because everybody's so goddamn sensitive over very stupid things. Like, oh, you're posting pictures of dead animals. Well, you know what? Does it affect you in any way?
Well, did she take these animals to kill them to eat them?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's what they do. I mean, but
now,
she's a hunter that's her thing. That's
right. Now I've seen people that have went out, like today. There was a picture posted of what the hell is his name? The big guy, Donald Trump's son, over in Africa, who shot and killed an elephant so he could cut its tail off and show he was a big game hunter.
See, there's pointless shit like...
Yeah, that's pointless.
I mean, okay, the ones I don't like, and this is pretty shitty,
right,
are the fucked up ones of, kids breaking cats' necks or, people cutting dogs' throats and shit like, fuck, those are just, there's no point to that, man. It's just, it's a shock video. Oh, watch how fucking violent we can be. That's pointless. But, I mean, if just somebody's proud of their game, if you're a real game hunter, and you're like, hey, man, look at all the ducks I shot or, turkeys or whatever, then it shouldn't be a big fucking deal. But, boy, I mean, everybody just went fucking, I mean, there were a shitload of people that were like, I can't believe this group is allowing this and the admin should step in. This is the reason we get these, but yet when I did my foot thing, you remember the whole thing with the foot fetish, when I simply asked, being that you're barefooters, what do you think of people that have foot fetishes?
Right.
Then all of a sudden, I get blocked from the group. I don't get a message. I don't get shit. So it's like, wow, did you guys get that fucking worked up that I was all of a sudden kicked the fuck out of this group?
Nah, they didn't miss you at all.
Well, obviously, I made them miss me, goddammit, because I was writing people, and I came back in as Maxwell Silverhammer. That's what I love about having 2 pages. Like, hey, you can kick me out of one group, but I'll just come back as somebody else. So I'm still thinking about doing that with that dating group that I got kicked out of.
Really?
Yeah.
I might try to push your way in?
Yeah, I might not comment very much in there, though. I might just go in there and, occasionally throw a little rant or something.
Until they boot you out again?
Yeah, until they kick me the fuck out and go, God damn. Well, it's something with those people from Las Vegas.
So, like the one you from Las Vegas, they'll probably have your picture plastered all over every fucking social media and dating site there is.
Watch out for this asshole. If he asks to join your group, say no, because he's gonna start all kinds of shit. Yeah, no, there's a lot of shit that I think back in the day that was a little more admissible because not everybody got so ass hurt by the littlest things,
Right.
And that's part of my thing too. That's kind of the reason I do what I do on Facebook, because I'm like, let me test you weak-hearted motherfuckers. Let me say some shit that's really going to affect you and upset you because I want to see you get worked up.
And it did, huh?
Oh, I've had a lot of situations where people are just like, you can't say, oh, I actually had a post that was blocked on meetme.com.
Mm-hmm.
I put up a post and I said, no wigger chicks message me, please. Thank you.
Wow. And they blocked you?
Well, no, they didn't block me, but I got a message from admin. Your post was inappropriate. Please refrain from posting such posts in the future. Any more of those are repeatedly posting that stuff, we'll get your account suspended and all this other crazy shit. And you're just like, oh, wow. I feel like I'm on Experience Project. Actually, yeah. Oh, you know what? I got to shout out somebody. Shout out to my new partner, Eric, from Experience Project. So
you met this person?
Well, I didn't meet him, but we were just I
buddied up on there.
Yeah, I commented on something, and then he friended me, and then he's been messaging me and talking to me a little bit. And
it's probably Titsy Toes.
No, this is a 16-year-old kid. But anyway, I told him about the show, and he was like, oh, man. And he went and subscribed to my YouTube channel. So, hey, cool. He's probably watched a few videos.
Probably.
So, hey, Eric, if you're watching, man, shout out. I don't know if you want me to say your real name. I don't want to say your username, but, shout out to Eric. You know who you are. Half Cuban dude.
Happy Cuban Day.
Is it Cuban Day, man?
I don't know.
Okay, man. You know I may. It is.
Wasn't it Cinco de Munco? Or just...
Oh, that's Mexico. And Mexicans and Cubans, they're all the same to me. God damn it. So, what did you call it? Samunco de Munco?
Yeah.
Yep. Jerkman's very fluent with the Latino culture.
I am so freaking out there with that stuff. I'm very cultured.
I see that. It just seems like well, you guys didn't have. I mean, the East Coast they have a lot of Cubans and Puerto Ricans, but I guess even where you lived, you didn't have.
No, not in that area. Not for a while. It was. I mean, we're way up towards New York.
Well, yeah, they're all full of Puerto Ricans. New York.
Well, not in our area. There wasn't.
No, you guys are the
Pennsylvania, for God's sake.
Pennsylvania. God damn it. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Places like that.
Yeah, when we could flip a bitch.
In our pocketbook.
Yeah. Pocketbook.
We all
packet.
like
what the hell is a pocketbook?
I don't know. That's what you guys say.
That's just so gay. You
that's
said
my
that.
Pocketbook. God damn it.
Yeah, tell my mom that. She's right there right now.
I know. Well, it sounds strange to me.
Does it?
When she said pocketbook yesterday, I lost my pocketbook. I was like, your wallet? And she was like, no, my purse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is it a purse? Is it a wallet? What the hell's a pocketbook?
Well, women don't carry wallets, and if they do, they got a chain on them.
Well, I didn't know. You call yours a pocketbook. So do you carry a purse too?
I don't call mine a pocketbook. Mine's a wallet.
I thought you called yours a pocketbook. Like,
No.
hey, bro, my pocketbook's over here.
No, it's a wallet.
No. Okay.
Probably was talking to her about her pocketbook.
A pocketbook, huh?
Yeah.
So that's a purse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same thing.
Okay. I thought I've heard you say a pocketbook before,
You
too.
probably have, but I was probably telling her where hers was because she couldn't find it or something.
Oh, okay. So you're relating to hers, not necessarily
Yeah,
yours.
No, mine's a wallet. God's sakes, what do you think? I'm stupid? Go ahead.
You want my answer
Go
to that
ahead.
question?
Go ahead.
No, I wouldn't say that to you. I wouldn't think that of you.
Of course not.
So anyway, yeah.
Tomorrow's a big day.
Oh, yes. The Maxwell Silverhammer roast, man.
You'll be fried
Damn,
tomorrow.
you guys are going to fucking... Oh, man.
We're not going to be mean.
Yeah, right. The one day you get to be mean to Maxwell and he can't say anything?
And everybody be really nice to you then. Wouldn't that be a pisser?
Oh, that would suck.
Everybody's really over nice to you and saying nice, generous things. You'd be like, oh.
That'd piss
But
me
see,
off.
that's it. That's the whole thing. Isn't that what a fry's supposed to do? A toast, a roast is supposed to piss you off?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
Yeah.
people say...
Everybody be really nice,
Well,
pissing
yeah.
you off.
But the whole thing is like now everybody gets their rebuttal. Like now you guys, the shit that you never wanted to say.
You sure you're going to be able to bite your tongue on all this?
Well, I can't say that I won't bite my tongue, but I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I can't go, well, what about your fucking...
Yeah, you can't do that.
I just got to hold it and be like, "Ugh." This is going to be quite the exercise for me.
Yeah, because you know what's going to happen is these things are going to pop in your head and you're going to want to blurt them out as a retaliation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I know there will be some shit.
And then you can't do it. So it's going to be like, oh, shut up. Oh.
Well, this is going to be quite the exercise for me.
Yeah, it will be.
You know, I mean, because when have you known me not to...
Snap back?
Yeah, or be able to fight back with somebody who's
That's
verbally
what I'm
coming at
saying.
me
This
like
is going to be a trick for you.
Well, that's kind of, I mean, that's kind of why I agreed to it. I'm like,
You want to test yourself?
Yeah, I want to test myself. See what how good my willpower is. Am I going to be able to, or am I just going to be like, you know, fuck you. You got no room to talk, motherfucker. No,
Guess you're going to find out, huh?
I'll be good. I'm going to try to be good. I'll probably be laughing a lot, though, because they're probably going to be a lot of fun
because you know
shit.
it's all in fun. It's just, take whatever people see in you and amplify it about 100 times.
Oh, yeah. and probably things you've said in the past. But
Well,
I'm
yeah,
sure,
and you just make fun of it even more in a more fucked up way.
I wonder if you guys could do a 2-hour show like that. You think?
I guess. It's got to be enough people. It may just go.
It may. I mean, even my brother's coming for a little bit. And
AK may be showing up. Jerry's showing up. Will showing up. Of course, I'll be here. Cruise Control is going to be on. G Motors. Yeah, that's right there.
Oh, Kraken's coming?
Yeah.
My assistant?
Yeah, so that's quite a few people to put in some digs.
Yeah, that's true. Man, did you say put in some dicks?
Well, only if you were Red Lobster.
Or only if Jeremy was here, right?
Hey, what are you, fucking Canadian now?
Hey?
You said only if Jeremy was here, eh? What are you, fucking... Fucking oh my God, Motors held your hand, didn't he?
Yeah,
and you guys took a picture.
Oh yeah, we got pictures and we're sending them to fucking Jason over there. He's gonna be like, "Oh, Daddy, look at that."
He's got his hand in my hand.
He held hands with him, but he would never hold hands with me.
I'm so heartbroken and my testicles are hurting me.
You know, he's kind of left G Motors alone for a while. He hasn't made any more mention about him.
Probably just in a pissy mood and decided he wanted to put a scare into somebody, and Motors was the man he wanted to hit.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, he's definitely bitter that, they're no longer friends and that
Right.
bothers him and whatever. But, hopefully he'll get over it. We hope.
You
But,
never know.
there's been some things that he didn't get over, like that he still thought was funny from back in the day. Mm-hmm. Because you do have those friends that find things from way back then that you're like, really?
Yeah.
Still laughing about that?
You're like, Jesus.
Like was funny when we were in high school, but
And you're laughing about it now.
yeah. Well, like I said, certain things change.
A lot of things change.
Obviously. So, hey.
Except for Stephanie's underwear.
Ooh, wow. You took a bite at Stephanie? Damn, Nibble. What made you do that?
I don't know, because whenever something happens and I try to agitate Danielle, she always throws Stephanie out there.
Oh, yeah, because she knows it's disgusting.
Yeah, so she always hits me with that. And nobody's around to see the abuse I go through from that.
Uh-huh. Abuse? I'm sure you fight back, too.
Oh, I do.
Although I'm kind of disappointed she won't be here tomorrow because, she'll have some shit.
Yeah, she's got her thing she's
Maybe-
got to do. She wanted to be here for it, but
Can she maybe just give you some shit that you can say for her?
I can ask her, but I'm not going to see her tonight. And then I won't see her tomorrow either, and she only has
Okay.
her phone, all that stuff is going on there, so I may not talk to her.
Damn. All right. Well, we'll
But
see.
you know what? I'll throw a couple in for her anyhow, what I think she may say,
All right.
just for the hell of it.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that tomorrow.
I'll do her proxy for her.
Do her praise, speak for her,
Mm-hmm.
Be like, yeah, I'm here to talk for you. So anyway, yeah, man, that's yeah, fuck. I got some other shit I want to get into, but
Too bad.
we're gonna wait until we come back, fuckers. We'll be right back, bitches.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan. And it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me, you can talk to me. We got what you need, and you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are
First Amendment protected
anonymous.
material is
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good all true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM radio show. Shh. He's trying to catch himself a silly little penis. The man behind the mic, Maxwell Silverhammer.
Aw, silly little penis. You know what here's something that pisses me off. When somebody questions, like, my competence. Or, like, because you don't like being questioned, do you?
Like in what way?
You know, like when people are like, "Ooh, did you put my show up yet?" You know, or they're just very, almost accusatory, almost.
Yeah,
in their tones.
Yeah, when they're almost coming out and saying you're not doing your job or something. And,
yeah, man, when they give you that, I'm not going to say specifics, but basically, here's something. I just think that kind of our upper group, you know, is, you know, especially the new person they're trying to put me with as a, you know, who's going to be my supervisor.
Right.
Loves to micromanage. And I think they really don't know what the fuck I do. So because they don't understand what I do, they are very micromanagey and come up with a lot of dumb ideas and things.
And that you're supposed to love?
Yeah, of course. I'm supposed to love them or whatever. And then when I kind of buck back, it's like, well, goddamn, what's wrong with you? You know, it's like, well, because this shit is stupid. This is counter fucking productive. So anyway, you know, without saying too much, somebody called. And I guess requested specifically that somebody come out to their organization to talk to them about our program because they have like 6 houses they own. They're one of these small, you know what it is? It's one of these Filipino-owned group homes.
Right.
And so I guess one of them called one of my coworkers up there and said they'd like somebody to come out and speak to them and about the program and how it works and all this other shit. So anyway, they emailed me and you know, my supervisor to be sent it on to me and said, well, you know, they're looking, here's a contact for you. They'd like you to come out or something.
Right.
So it had the information below and what the person had requested, whatever. So I called the guy, and it's a voicemail. And of course, it's some Filipino lady on the voicemail.
Right.
You know, you've reached you know, whatever, and no one's available to take your call. So I leave a message, never get a call back. So I run across this email today, and I forwarded it up to this woman, and I said, by the way, I tried to call this person, and they never got back to me. So, you know, I said, I tried, and I said, it looks like they've requested I come out, so it's kind of funny that if they're chomping at the bit for me to come out, don't you think they'd return my call? And so then she writes back, and she goes, well, I suggest, you know, they did ask to do outreach. They did ask for somebody to come out and do some outreach.
Right.
So, you know, why don't you call them again? And if you get nothing, then why don't you write a letter up on letterhead and mail it to them? And I'm thinking, okay, if they don't want to talk to me on the phone, they're probably not going to read my fucking letterhead either. They're probably going to throw it in the trash.
Right.
And I said, okay, fine. I said, that's really funny, being that they request outreach, but yet they don't want to. But here's the thing. I can feel that I'm being questioned. Like, well, how come you haven't gone out there yet? You know, they wanted someone to come out and you refused to go out. What are you doing? You know, and I'm like thinking, well, actually, I did try to go out. But then when you tell them this, rather than that person being the idiot for not calling you back and originally requesting for you to come out, somehow you're the idiot and you're the asshole because you didn't go out. And I guess for me, it's like, you know, hey, I'm a good worker. I know this. You know, I understand there's some people that are just fucking incompetent.
Right.
And I know this, and they're definitely many, you know, plentiful. But in this case, I'm not that person. And if you would just take your time to get to know who the fuck I am, and this person has, I thought, you know, and saw that I was competent and able. And so it's yet like, okay, why are you questioning my integrity? Or why are you questioning my ability? So, yeah, I know you get it a lot, too. Where
Yeah,
people,
you do. I do.
Are questioning you on...
Sure. Well, you've heard on more than one occasion when different things that I've told you that
yeah.
you're kind of like, wow.
Yeah. Well, and you're going, damn, man. And it's just like, because, okay, now granted, again, there's a lot of pieces of shit. There's a lot of incompetent ass people that don't do what they're supposed to. But, I mean, if you can see that the person is following up and doing what they're supposed to,
right?
There's no reason
to go on the attack.
Yeah, to go on the attack, or either that or go on the attack for the other person. Go look at these motherfuckers. Obviously, I called them. I did my job, but rather than going, oh, they're idiots, they haven't called you back. I'm the idiot automatically. I'm the schmuck. Oh man, well, it must be you. You're not. You don't know what you're doing. That kind of bullshit. So. And this person kind of, like I said, I taught them some things about their job. Well, part of what they do pretty much what I do in the northern part of the state, but they do other things too. They're
different kind of branch or version.
Right, exactly. Well, they're
very similar, but yeah. I know what
you're saying. They have other job duties as well. Mine is strictly just doing, public awareness type shit, where they have other duties because they're also in a supervisory position. So they can't devote all their time to public awareness and whatnot, which is fine. But at the same time, I've been doing my job for 8 years. I don't think they would have kept me if I was a fucking total
incompetent boob.
Yeah. But then again, I've seen a lot of incompetent boobs. Like the driver that we had.
I've seen a lot of boobs in my days, too.
I bet you have. Well, like the driver you saw last night.
That lady was just totally obnoxious and totally out of line.
Well, yeah, and how does that person keep their job? That's what I like to know.
That's because that's what most people hire nowadays.
Well, and it's funny that nobody ever questions those kind of people, right?
No, they really don't.
And here it is, me. I get drug over a fucking barrel. Like, well, what are you doing? How come? And you try to explain to them, look, these people don't return calls. I do what I can. Well, you need to make them return calls. Okay.
Make them.
So, well, but that's...
How does that work?
Well, that's the mindset. That's how they think.
Go to their house, pound down their door, kick the door in if they don't answer it.
Put the gun to their head. And say, call me.
Put the phone up.
Fucker.
And then have them call your cell phone while you're standing there.
Yeah, call me, motherfucker, now. Call, asshole. What do you mean you don't have the number, son of a bitch? Shh, don't piss me off. So, yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, man, there's more, more stuff going on here than just a very cut and dry. It's kind of like once you once told me, it seems like the things that, there's a lot of gray areas.
Right.
People see them as very black and white, whereas opposed to when things are, in fact, very black and white,
they
start thinking there's other gray that isn't there.
Exactly right, yep.
So it's just kind of funny how that works, where people want you to, kind of, I don't know. They just have a very, and you're going, well, no, there's actually other players involved here, too. It's not just myself.
Right.
There's people that are not returning the calls. There's people who, don't give a shit what we do until it's relevant to them, obviously. So, which, I've had those people, too, where it's not, well, we don't really give a shit, but we don't really have anybody that could use it right now. So, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden they do get somebody, and then they're scrambling, going, oh my God, who do I call? What do I do? I don't even know who to. And it's like, well, you know what? If you would have been preventative or preemptive, then maybe you'd know the right people to get in touch with rather than panicking at the last fucking minute. That's the other thing I noticed people will do too, is a lot of last minute stupid shit where, all of a sudden, you're telling them, hey, this probably needs to get done. Hey, this probably needs to get done. Then they're, just kind of blowing you off and whatever.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it becomes very crucial for them to get it done. And then you are supposed to jump
at the time they're ready.
Yeah. Well, hey, this needs to be done. I need this by this afternoon. I messaged you about this months ago.
What happened?
Well,
now because you're ready, I'm supposed to snap into position.
Yeah, exactly. And
I hate that.
I may be busy and I may be doing other shit.
Right. I may have moved on from your little project or whatever you wanted done at the time.
Yeah. Well, and see, in your case, you really have, you probably have more power than I do in that case, because obviously, you can just say,
yeah,
I don't want to do it. Sorry. peace out. You know, I don't have to use you, or you don't have to use me.
No, they don't. No, they
Whereas
don't have
opposed to with me, it's like it's kind of my job. You know, I just kind of have to be like, okay, God damn it, you know, whatever. I mean, nobody yells at me, but it's just kind of, you know, it's
kind of condescending feeling.
Yeah, it's the tone, man. It's just a little underlying tone that you can pick up, and maybe I'm just overly sensitive, which is very possible.
Not you.
No, but yeah.
Well, no, when it comes to that, you know, most of the time you're not really oversensitive, and probably I'm not either. You can hear it in their voice. You can feel the way they're trying to put it out.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it's like, well, you got me looking, and this person. Oh, how do I say this nicely?
Is there a way?
They're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. You know, there were some things I've explained to them already that they already asked for me to re-explain.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, wow. But I just find that, like, a lot of incompetent motherfuckers will question your ability because it's transferring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they want to question themselves because they know they're incompetent and they know that they're not very good at what they do. So instead of questioning themselves, they transfer it to you and like, oh, let me question you now. I'll put you on the fucking chopping block.
Right.
So it's only one time I had stop me if I've told this story, but I had an apartment.
You told this story.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Excuse me. Now I got to pick my nose. You see what happens when you derail me? I got this elusive booger up there now. There we go. Hold on. You know, there was one I had last night on paratransit that was, oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. It's on my finger.
That's disgusting.
Let me just get rid of them here.
That's just fucking disgusting.
So, yeah, there was one on paratransit that was really dry, and it was up my nose. I just kind of chucked it on the floor.
No, that's nice of you.
Yeah, that's what I do. And
toss your DNA everywhere.
That's right. Found a dried booger stuck to the floor on paratransit.
Man, good thing you don't have problems.
Problems?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like sicko problems.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I have problems.
No, yeah, that's what I was pointing out.
Mental problems.
That's, once again, what I was pointing out.
Those I do have. But,
once again, I got to say it.
So, anyway, I had an apartment manager who was a real bitch. Everybody hated her. And I remember, you know, apartment managers are supposed to have, I think it's like 96% occupancy. You know, when they're, if you're below that,
right,
you're considered a shitty manager, and then you need to step it up somehow.
Right.
But I think 96 is the number where they kind of go, okay, as long as you're at that, you're good. So, I mean, fuck, there were a shitload of people moving out around that time. I think she may have had maybe 60 to 50% occupancy at the time.
Wow.
And everybody hated this bitch. Well, one day I called her and I said, yeah, hi, it's Maxwell up in apartment number blah, blah, blah. You know, I gave my apartment number and everything. And I said, I need a new air filter because they've always replaced my air filters for me.
Right.
But now this is back when we were apartments, so it's different now that we're condos. But back when we were apartments, it was a different thing. And she goes, well, you got to do it yourself. And I said, well, that's funny. You guys used to send maintenance over here to do it. And she's like, no, not anymore. We don't do that. And I'm like, okay. So she's like, you got to come down and get a filter. And I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm a little nervous because I've never done this before. You know, it's something I really haven't done. Well, I was able to get the vent off. That was fine. And I got the filter out. And then I go throw the filter in the dumpster. So then I go into the office, and I said, okay, I need a filter. So then she says, well, what size do you need? Well, I didn't realize there was a specific size because I thought, being that these are apartments and they're all set up the same way, that everything's the same size. She goes, oh, no, there's several sizes. And I was like, well, I don't really know.
You don't know the size.
Yeah, so she hands me two separate kinds. I said, well, I'll try either. Couldn't get either of them to fit. So I come back down, and I said, do you have another one? Gives me another one. Run back upstairs. That one doesn't fit. So then I come down. I'm totally pissed off and frustrated at this point. And I said, I'm sorry. I said, you're going to have to send maintenance up. I have a problem with this. I don't know if it's my blindness. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm having an issue. And so then she gets on her radio. You know, they have those little two-way radios that they communicate with the maintenance guys with.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know, George, can you come over to fucking apartment number da-da-da-da and put a filter in, please? And he comes back. He goes, I was just up there today putting in a filter. And I'm like, and then at that point, I jumped her shit. I said, wait a minute. So you obviously put a maintenance request in for that to be done, when you just got off the phone telling me, no, you didn't do that anymore.
Right.
So then she felt stupid and said, go back to your apartment, please. And it's like, no, you're fucking incompetent. And at that point I said, wow, all I just left my parting shot was, wow, you're incompetent. And I just walked out. But, I just love how incompetent motherfuckers, try their best to either make you look stupid or B, make themselves look better.
Right.
And then when, of course, they get found out, when you totally, rather than going, all right, I'll come clean, I fucked up. At least that driver did that with me the other day when she was taking me to the wrong fucking neighborhood.
She admitted it, though, right?
I made her admit it.
I think she forced it out of her.
I think she wanted to argue Jerry Springer mix style, because I told you she's very daytime. Even when I said it to you guys knew exactly what I was saying.
Oh, yeah.
Very daytime TV, Jerry Springer, the type who, will start yelling, I don't care what you think, you did. So, because obviously she did that with you guys. But with me,
she was kind of snippy snappy.
Not with me. I wonder what that was about.
Maybe she's got a thing for you. She wants you to be her man, so you can be,
you know what,
dumb petting things going on.
I don't beat women, but I think if I was dating her,
you might have to.
I think I'd be beating her.
I think she would expect you to.
Beat me, I'm stupid. Okay.
I think there are a lot of people out there that expect to be beaten because they know they're just dumb.
Well, that's true.
And they expect it.
You're right, and they pretty much have held themselves to that standard.
They know they're going to be beaten. That's just their lot in life.
Like, this is where I belong. I belong to get my ass whooped.
I deserve to be beat down. Because I'm really stupid.
Actually, we joke, but
there are
probably
people,
that are like,
some like it.
Well, yeah, some do enjoy it, or they think it's love. Well, she seems like the type. Like I said, I gave her a personality. The other night, I said this bitch probably after husband number 5 gets arrested for domestic battery, then she's got to go to work, and she's totally stupid and has no clue. Although, and you told me she's not white, she's Mexican. So
yeah, she looks Latino. Yeah.
All right, so she's probably Mexican, and I tend to think like a lot of Mexicans are like the rednecks of Latin America. So there's a lot of inbreeding going on in the culture. So all
you Mexicans out there,
I'll
give you his address. Just email me at.
I puck my sister when I get too drunk.
Puck them?
I puck my sister.
They're all hockey players.
That's funny. But yeah, I think they're like the rednecks. They're like inbreeding. I'm telling you, there's got to be some inbreeding over there going on with some of those motherfuckers.
It's very well possible.
Wow, you are stupid. But I think she's probably Chicano, but that inbreedery probably goes, travels downhill.
Inbreedery.
Yeah, the inbreedery probably travels downhill somehow.
Like the sperm?
Yeah, pretty much. If you're inbred, it's like, you never want to buy animals from a breeder because, they're all inbred. You're basically buying a bunch of little fucking red Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like you're getting a redneck dog that's like, oof, oof, same thing with the cats.
Wow.
So anyway, but yeah, she definitely seemed fucking stupid, and like she had been through her share of scumbag.
And had an attitude that was uncalled for.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think again that goes back to being incompetent and not really understanding what's going on.
Right.
And so they react, and that's how they react. It's like I said, it's attitard. When you're a tard, you have an attitude. How many retarded? It's funny. I see a lot of retarded, mainly women. That are mentally retarded that actually have an attitude for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, they're actually very attitudey.
You mean like Shell when you dated her?
Yeah. Well, Shell. Now, one thing I will say to Shell's credit, she wasn't stupid. She was just a bitch.
Right.
But I've seen Stephanie. We'll pick on Stephanie again, but she was very attitardy. For no reason. Like everything was a conflict and everything was
Yeah, she worked it that way though. That was her MO.
Yeah.
She made sure everything was the way she wanted it to be. She wanted the conflict. She wanted people she always wanted to go at somebody.
You talking about Shell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, yeah, but again, Shell wasn't stupid.
No.
But I know a lot of retarded girls that do.
She kind of was.
Well, maybe stupid, maybe socially stupid in the sense of everything was an argument.
I mean, not everything has to be just an IQ dumbness.
That's true. That's true. Which, speaking of which, I don't know. I mean, this doesn't happen to me very often, but every once in a while, there is an attractive tard. You know, like the girl that's going to the little fucking workshops to go put handles on buckets and shit. But there's something in your mind. Like I said, it doesn't happen to me very often because usually retarded women, I kind of look at them as children. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is a turnoff. But there are some that are just sort of, they're teeter-tarters. Because they're teeter-tottering just on the verge of normalcy versus retardedry. So they're a little bit retarded. You could tell that they definitely, like if you're around them for a period of time, you would see the retarded side of them. But at the same time, there's still something somewhat fuckable about them. And you're like, damn.
It's because they got a pussy.
No, it's just something. There's something about them where you're like, okay, she's kind of attractive for a tard chick. You know? And
what's her name? She wasn't that.
Who's that?
Whitney or whatever her name was.
Okay.
She had something to her.
Yeah. Case in point.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Okay, yeah. Which, by the way, she unfriended us.
Yeah, I know.
I was unfriended, too. I didn't realize that. I went to looking for her.
Yeah, she found a new man. You didn't satisfy her.
I think because I just wasn't calling her back. That was, well, I just didn't want any trouble with the goddamn boyfriend.
Right.
You know how it is, man.
Yeah. It's not worth it. They got a man. Let them be with their man.
Yeah, but no, yes, every once in a while, there is that tard chick where you're like, damn.
I even thought she was cute.
I'd fuck you. You know, well, there was one today on the bus. You know, we had a bus full of tards, and, you know, most of them were making noises and doing what they do. Although it's funny, they were all pretty good until they picked up this one guy. And I think he was like the tard ringleader, the ting leader. And all of a sudden, the guy in the other seat next to me started making noise and doing shit. So it was like this dude just came on and just riled everybody up, and then all of a sudden they're all.
I think if one starts out, then another one goes, another one just starts sounding like an orchestra. You know how they do those things?
It is kind of a tard symphony because you have one that's like,
then you
hear, yep, exactly. One will bust out, and then the other one's like. It's too bad. You know, if some of them had some rhythm, they might sound good.
Right. It may just kind of pick up into a whole.
But no, it's very discoordinate. And, you know, you got one that's like, and then the other one's like, and then the other one's, you know, you got one that's like, and then so you got all these different sounds that are occurring, and a lot of them have their same sound. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, the sound that they make, and you know, it's just kind of their trademark, their tard mark, if you
Maybe you should just take your recorder in one day.
Just
record. See if you can record different ones, and then put it together. Have Renaissance put it together as. Would that be?
Oh, you know what? You just you're contributing to the delinquency of fucking Maxwell. That's not good.
I mean, wouldn't that be cool though to make a whole song?
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, and I'm saying it may end up being pretty cool. People would be like, "Wow, that's freaking awesome."
Get some tard sounds for you. Anyway, to end it off, there was this chick that was on the bus that was actually kind of fucking poundable, and she was going to the tard centers. We'll be right back, bitches.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J. FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that.
What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system.
Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We
speech.
are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM radio show with the man behind the mic. Actually, popped his blow-up doll last night with his prick penis. Maxwell Silverhammer.
Yeah, bitches. I fucked it till it exploded. You know? That's just what it is. Actually, no, you know what? I jacked off till I exploded. I've been having some explosive jacks, by the way, lately.
Now, you know, if I would have had the money, I would have gotten you that grandma thing. Gummy
and
Grammy or whatever it was.
That would have been
That
funny.
was funny as hell.
That would have been funny.
I was showing Danielle in the back. I was like, oh, my God. It was like her sexiest picture was her walking with a walker and a negligee.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Because, you know, you and Hazmat both have gotten some mileage out of that kind of shit.
We had fun with it.
Oh, yeah. So that's hilarious. A negligee, you know, she's wearing a negligee and using a walker.
Yeah, it was so funny because, like I said, the front picture, she was trying to look all sexy. She had that big Grammy gut, you know, hanging down, and she had these big sagging. I mean, I don't mind sagging boobs, but these were bad looking.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, they look like fucking basset hound ears hanging. and she's sitting there and she's making this big pucker thing, and she's pulling her teeth out at the same time.
So they look like rotten oranges.
Yeah, yeah, and then I was like looking at it, and I was like, oh, this is so funny. I said, Danny, I said, oh, if I had the money, I said, Maxwell will be getting a present tonight. And she just looked at it and started laughing. I flipped it over. I said, oh, my God, you got to see this. Come back, because she was walking away. I said, look at the sexiest pose they have for her. And she's standing there blowing his kiss with her holding onto her walker in a negligee.
Well, you know, there are people that are hardcore. Yeah. You know, I mean, like I said, I'll fuck an old lady, but you know, but I mean, it's not my, you know, it's not what I always go for.
No,
it's just,
we just razz you about it.
Oh, I know. That's because a lot of the women.
But something
I
like that
dated,
would have been funny. You got to admit that one.
Oh, that'd have been hilarious.
Because she actually was a blow up doll. You could pull her teeth in and out.
that's great. That'd be so funny. Be like, look, watch this. You know,
pull her teeth out. Gummy Granny.
Oh, shit, man. Pretty fucked up. So, you know what? Here's the thing. I got an SMJ, but you and I talked off the air, and it's pretty much unanimous.
Yeah.
You know, and it's no disrespect to DJ Ism, because we're going to still use your music, but on something different.
That'll match better, too.
Yeah, because I thought maybe it could match the SMJ, but as we tried to use it a few times, it just didn't sound right.
Right.
And SMJ has a specific feel.
Yeah, you just couldn't get that feel you were looking for.
Yeah, and other people just like, you know, they would get riled up and pumped from an SMJ. So, you know, I'll try to see if I can find something comparable and let me know if you found the original.
All right.
You know,
I know I've got it somewhere. I did save it.
Okay,
I think it's just on the other computer, which I have to get fixed this weekend. So,
okay. All right. So you do have it sitting somewhere.
I've got it somewhere, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, maybe in the meantime, I'll try to see if I can find something if I get SMJ. Oh, gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from danger. Save that blind man. Gotta save him from strangers. Actually, you were tone deaf, aren't you? No, you're not.
No,
actually,
I'm not.
You can sing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm.
No, I was just doing that.
I was like, it's hard. We sound really bad and discoordinate. So I did have a little SMJ today. I had the driver, even getting on the bus, you could tell he was like, okay, just go 3 steps up. There you go. You know, that typical shit, you know, that goes on.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, he's a little bit condescending, but what the fuck ever. So then later, as he's dropping me off to where I had to go, I was getting dropped off at a specific, not at work, but at the meeting I had to go to, which is at another place. So I get off, and he's like, "You got it from here?" And I go, "Doors are straight ahead." And he didn't say anything. And so I start walking straight, and he goes, No, here, let me show you. And it's like, dude, you could have just saved yourself a shitload of trouble
right.
by just telling me, no, you got to go to your right a little bit. But some of those people, I think the SMJ thing is a lack of, just a lack of ability again. It goes back to the incompetence thing.
Right.
To where they just don't know how to verbalize, go to your right, and go straight. Like to us, that's very simple, we think.
Right.
But to them, I mean, that's like, whoa. You're asking me, no, hold on. I can't verbalize that for shit. I have to just pull you
right.
and, drag you to the doors. And I was just like, and actually, I don't know if he picked up on it, but I kind of did a little bit of a tard voice. And I went, thank you. So I'm sure if, like, say you were nearby or somebody who knew me was nearby, they'd laugh their asses off.
Probably.
But I don't know if he quite caught it. Actually, he probably thought that was my real voice.
He probably did.
Oh, that's how he talks. Yeah, they all talk funny, don't they?
All like that.
Actually, he was a Mexican dude. Oh. So, but like, Mexican, I'm assuming born here. He sounded, it wasn't a very thick accent, but he was definitely Mexican because we picked this other dude up and he was spicking it out with him, man. He was like, oh, tada patata patata, and they were getting their Mexican on and burrito, taco enchilada,
tacolatos,
tacolato, all that shit. Oh, they were out there, they were spicking it down for a minute or two. Just talking Spanish to each other, and they really seemed very like they were having a great conversation. Like they'd been old buddies for years. So yeah, I think he may have even. You know what it may have been too. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is straight from the I puck my sister.
Oh, pucking. They're all pucking.
I puck my sister when I get too drunk. I drink too much liquor, and then my sister look cute, and I want to puck her. so that's what I do. Like, they get all either that or they get off high off that fucking spray paint.
Who doesn't?
Orale, fuck.
I do. I love
like
spray paint.
Fuck my sister, off them Tallyween. God, the fucked up shit that I say sometimes.
Yeah, it's gonna get you killed someday.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. It's okay. At least I get killed knowing that I always spoke my mind.
That you got to say fucked up shit.
Yeah, exactly. I always got to speak my mind. That's the main thing.
That's all that matters.
So anyway, yeah, that was it. It was just kind of a small SMJ, but it was just funny that here he goes pulling me towards the door, going, here, let me show you. It's like, rather than, how about you just save us all both a bunch of trouble by saying, no, actually, you got to go to your right a little bit. And then that would solve your whole fucking problem.
Right.
So it's just kind of funny. Some people just cannot articulate. That's what it is. The problem with articulation. Like, I think they know what they want to say, but they just can't voice it.
Right.
For whatever reason. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting when you can't. Only time I can't articulate is if it's a chick I like. It seems like if I get around a chick I like, all of a sudden my communication skills just turn to shit. My everything skills turn to shit.
Right.
I just turned to fucking Bozo the goddamn clown.
Who
Yeah,
doesn't?
I'm like, when before I'm sharp, I'm confident, all this other shit, but then all of a sudden I get around somebody I'm
Turn
digging.
to duck squat.
And I just feel like dumb shit.
Well, who doesn't? I've been there lots of times.
Have you?
Oh, hell yeah.
They're just like, damn, I feel stupid.
Well, I told you that one time, that one girl I wanted to date for a long period of time.
Oh, that's one.
Yeah, and ended up doing a lot of weed that night, worked up the nerve to go talk to her, and by the time I walked up to her, all I did was like this long, nasty fart.
Oh, man. How does that fucking happen?
Well, first of all, because I finally worked up the nerve, but I was high as a kite, and my stomach was gurgling, so...
One thing I have learned in all my years of great wisdom is if I was high, I would never talk to somebody I was really digging.
Oh, not me, boy. I thought I had all the confidence in the world at that point.
Like, hey, man, now I got it. I can do it.
I can do this, man. Walk up and... I mean, it felt like it was about 5 minutes long.
Oh, God.
Nice and loud, too. I mean, there was no disguise. I couldn't even say it was something else.
What was her expression?
Total fucking disgust. I mean, You know, because I'm walking up to her and she's like looking around, like, oh, he's coming to me, you know, and she has this look and she's looking directly at me because I got real close and I was like,
So nothing even came out of your mouth.
I didn't even get to talk. I just started going, I just started going, you know, to say it, and all of a sudden it's just like all this air and just.
So your ass spoke for you. See?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And I mean, it was so loud, and Denny is just like looking at me like, "Oh man, you didn't just do that."
I'm sure you fucking hid your face for like a week, right?
I didn't talk to her ever after that.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sure. There are probably a few people you didn't want to fucking even see.
Yeah, I mean, it was Denny there, my buddy Denny, and some other guy, and her girlfriend and her, and so you know, it was just like, oh, you know. And it got worse. You know, the more the pot wore off too.
Well, I'm sure. It was like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, when I first did it, you know, all I did, I kind of laughed a lot, you know, because I was high.
Right, but then as you thought, you're like, wow.
As it wore off, I was like, oh my god, that was one of the most fucking embarrassing
fucking
things.
Stupid. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, what can you say, man? Sometimes weed will make you do dumb shit.
Yeah, it does.
So, but yeah, the one thing was with me, I tried to stay away from women that I dug, you know, like if I was high,
right?
Because it was just like I didn't. It for me, it never made me confident, really.
Nah, it never did me either. But that night, I thought I had it.
Actually, no, I take it back. There are times like if I'm with my friends and I'm in my element, then I was totally confident. But the minute I was out of the element and in a strange place or around strange people, I was like, something's not right here. I don't know. You know, you think people are looking at you, or you think there's something wrong. You know, man, my breath is funky, or, you know, I just, maybe I'm wearing some shit, you know, some really fucked up clothes.
Yeah.
You know.
And like you stick out like a morbid retard thumb or something.
Yeah, you just feel like
you feel like there's something wrong.
Yeah, like I'm a turd, man. I feel like a turd in a room or something. Yeah,
you feel like your breath like a dodo bird flew over and shit in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst shit.
Yeah.
So now alcohol, different story. I always got very confident drinking alcohol.
A lot of people do.
But for some reason, weed never. I was always like, oh no, man.
Well, for some reason that night, weed never really did that to me either. But for some reason, I think it was just because I was high. And it was, I seen her and I thought, oh wow, she's just totally, I can do this. You know, usually weed, depending on what I smoked, you know, made me kind of like more laid back and a little more reserved, you know, and wanting to be a little more nonchalant about things. That day, boy, I was like all balls to the wall on that one.
You must have been, I mean, because I get those too. Sometimes you get a good high.
Right.
You know, you're just like, hey.
Well, that's what I had. And I saw her and all of a sudden that confidence just kicked in and... yeah, that right there. Yeah.
Well, those are the things that on your other highs why you didn't feel very confident. You know, you're like, I remember that time when I ripped that fucking loud fart. And like I said, if I'm in my element, you know, I can do fine. But the minute that I'm out of the element, that's when I was always like I was never the guy, you know, where let's get stoned and go do some shit.
Right.
Let's go ride the roller coaster. Let's go fucking hang around on the strip. Let's go do this. I never wanted to do any of that shit when I got high. I was like, man, I just want to chill at home, listen to some music. You know, the closest I would get to socializing is probably talking on the phone to somebody.
Keep in mind, I was like 15.
Well, that's how I was when I was like 15.
We were out walking around with our buddies, you know, being cool shit because we were smoking weed and we were high and cool and shit like that.
Well, and it affects everybody differently.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, for me, I was very reserved to the point of like, oh, man, I just want to chill out.
Oh, there was some I smoked that I got paranoid from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One time I smoked, man, I thought everything was after me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like people are talking about you, laughing at you.
Yeah, and you hear the cops are coming to get you and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I've had those. How about, have you ever had one of those like high wig out moments?
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, my God, no. And just everything just wigged you the fuck out.
That was the time I thought the cops were coming for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I smoked, but that stuff really wigged me the fuck out. And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, I heard a cop going by down the road. I'm like, oh my God, they're coming to get me. Like, calm down, man. No, guys, you have to fucking do it. They're coming to get me. I'm going to arrest them.
And it's shit that you're just like, what the hell? Yeah, I remember one time, God, it was a summer. I remember this. It was summer of '93. And my mom just moved into her new place. And I guess we were at the pool and we're getting stoned. And then my brother got this idea, let's take a hit and go under the water.
Right.
And I was like, okay. So I take a hit, go under the water, come back up, completely fucking like, oh my God. And then my brother's like, "Oh man, dude, I think security drove by. I think they know we're smoking weed." And that just started
Set it off for you, didn't it?
Yep. I was like hearing this siren. I mean, it wasn't even, I don't know what it was I was hearing, but it might have even been an air conditioning unit. But to me, it sounded like some kind of like wah, wee, wah, wee,
Right.
wah. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? Oh shit, they are coming to get us for real. And then I remember going in the house, and then they're like trying to get me to calm down. They're like, hey man, you want something to drink? Why don't you have something to drink? I'm like, no, I'll throw it up if I drink. I can't do. It was a total. It was like,
yeah. I had that's the time I had one of the, it was bad.
I wonder if weed, like, you know, it induces anxiety later in life.
I don't know. Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I never had, up until, you know, like I said, up until that point, you know, a couple years ago when shit was really fucked up for me, you know, like real hardcore anxiety. And I've only felt that way if I was stoned. So the fact the fact that I felt that way this time sober.
Maybe that's why cancer patients that smoke it think they're going to die.
I'm going to die, man. No, you're not. You don't even have cancer. Oh, really?
Shit, I thought I was smoking it because I had it.
No, it's just making you paranoid. You don't really have cancer.
You're skitzing out for nothing.
Damn. I mean, it's definitely got some fun qualities, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was times I got high that I had a blast, too. I guess, I guess it's what you're smoking and what they have in it or whatever.
And what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is really your element.
Yeah.
Because I know I've never done acid, but I know people that have always say, you know, you've got to be in a good element.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll have a bad trip. So,
I know some girl that did that. She did acid. And, I mean, I knew of her, I met her a couple times, but she was at a party and it was just a couple houses from where we were, and she did some acid, and she literally was in the kitchen when she did this, and I don't know how long afterwards, but she saw fruit on the table, and all of a sudden she thought it was going to rape her. So she went running out of the house and ran out into the highway and got hit by a Mack fucking truck.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And it's crazy because your reasoning's all off. Like, of course, fruit can't rape you.
Yeah, well, it was a banana, so she thought it must have wanted her or something. I don't know.
But in your mind, you know, you have this thing going on that, oh, the fruit's going to rape me. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
well, that was the last thought she got to have running away from it.
And then that was the end.
Yeah, that was the end for her.
See, for me, it was always, you know, just spark the chronic, you know, and most of the time, like I said, it was pretty fun. But every once in a while, I did have those. And if I didn't feel right about my element, I was either, which is very strange for me, but I was very quiet. You know, I'd kind of just sit there and be like, okay, all right, dude, just watch and observe. That's all you do, okay? You know, like trying to think if I ever there were a few situations where I was like, okay, all right, let's just chill, you know. But if I was in my element, like I said, with good friends and having a good time and whatever, because I'm trying to think if I ever, no, alcohol was the shit that I always did really dumb fucking shit on, you know, like, well, all right, fuck it. Almost coming close to seducing May. That was pretty
I remember
drunken.
that night.
That was pretty bad. You know, that was
coming close to. You were. You just guys didn't get to finish it off.
Yeah, I'm sure if we had a chance to, we would.
You would have.
You know, and then there were other things. Obviously, I've done and said some crazy shit while drunk. You know, See, like
we've all done that.
But smoking weed, never, man. Never. Always was very relaxed. Was everybody's buddy. You know,
right?
Was lovable. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to smoke more weed.
Maybe that is your problem.
Maybe I'm just this worked up motherfucker that's like, damn.
You're too much on edge.
Yeah, but you know what though? If I smoked weed all the time, I think I'd be on edge too.
You would be,
because it would make me.
You're getting older. You don't know how it would affect you now. You haven't done it, that much to really know what it would do to you.
Well, I'd be paranoid now. You know, I would think just because now there's more things to worry about. So it's like, oh man, oh dude, I don't know, man. So it just it's interesting, but hey, it's what you do when you're a kid. Hey, at least I'm not out huffing fucking Freon. Jesus.
Some of the stuff they do now is, I mean, that stuff's. They did crazy things when I was a kid growing up, and I never even got involved in that because I didn't want to die.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but some of the stuff they're doing nowadays is just so out there.
Well, I had a friend growing up that he huffed Scotch Guard. He wanted me to do it with him.
Scotch Guard, I heard about that a long time.
Yeah, he did. He sprayed it onto a sock and
That's
was
just
breathing
nuts.
it in. Yeah, well, he wanted me to do it with him, and I was like, I'm not doing that, man. Sorry. And he's like, come on, dude, why are you being a pussy? And I'm like, I'm because I'm not stupid. That's why.
It's not a pussy. That's self-preservation. You don't want to die from it.
Exactly. I'm intelligent. I'm not swayed. That was one thing. I never was swayed by peer pressure. You know, there were a lot of other drugs that I could have done.
Yeah, I never was either. I was always. I didn't let that kind of shit. I always knew better. I was like, you can try to do as much as you want and say, I don't give a damn. I'm not dying just because you want to try to fucking coax me into doing something.
Right. Like, hey, dude, what are you, a bitch, man?
Fuck that.
You know, I'm like, no, you can't talk me into doing something I know is bad and that I know is going to have more bad effects.
Could kill my ass.
Exactly. So, you know, if I felt like doing something, I would do it. I never was swayed by, all right, man, you're a pussy if you don't do this.
Peer pressure or nothing like that.
Oh, gee, you're calling me a pussy?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'll never live that
I'm
one
being
down.
called a pussy by a stupid ass.
Yeah, by somebody who's dumb enough to huff some Scotch Guard.
Yeah.
Boy, I really ought to take your opinion seriously. But I remember he did it, and the next day he calls me up, and he's like, dude, don't ever fucking do that shit.
Really, dumbass?
And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, dude, I was barfing all night, man. I'm like, yeah, because you're fucking stupid.
You didn't see it coming, did you, dummy?
Well, this is a guy who would have done anything. He loved drugs. That's just what his thing was. That was his thrill in life, was experiencing drugs and doing fucked up shit.
Being a dumbass.
He was just one of those people. You know, you just have those dumb fuck people that, you know, just, I don't know what happens, but they lose any inhibitions. It's almost like they were never given any inhibitions.
No smarts.
No, they just do. They do whatever they think feels good. And
there's plenty of those nowadays.
That's the problem. Way too many of them. So
people seem to have no souls or no brains. There seems to be a lot of that going around.
Well, yeah, it's a zombified world now. Everybody's just like, you know, whatever makes me feel good, whatever my friends are doing, I guess I'll do it too. And, you know, I'm not going to think and go, wait a minute, I don't want to do this.
Right.
This is stupid. That'd be interesting to watch those kids, you know, tweak out on my roof, fucking huffing the Freon.
Oh, here we go.
What?
The White House had an important announcement today.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
What's
they
that?
want to let you know. The White House says it's too early to say this, but they believe ISIS is in the United States and ready to attack.
Oh, you know, I never knew that. I never even thought, wow, are you serious? You know, I thank them for their fucking steadfastness with that. Oh, really? ISIS in the man, dude.
Isn't that kind of funny? They announce it right before they go to Jade Helm.
Yeah, ISIS is here, so we got to have an excuse to do this shit. But you know what you can do? Put some tape on your doors.
What? Really?
Duct tape, yeah.
Duct tape?
Yeah, it's great. Keeps the terror eye out every time.
Duct tape does this?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know that.
You didn't know
Where
that?
did you get this important information from? The White House?
Yeah. That's all you need to know, man. Just duct tape on your doors.
Duct tape and what else?
Well, that was what I remember back in the day was duct tape.
Duct tape for the terrorists.
Yeah, duct terrorists.
Man, you got the info to give out to everybody.
I know, Charlie. I'm loaded with it. We'll be right back, bitches.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that.
What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt.
Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We
speech
are
First Amendment protection
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good all true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM Radio Show with the man behind the mic. Would love to make love to series if he could just get her out of his phone. Maxwell Silverhammer.
Actually, I don't have Siri in my phone.
But you have it in your pad.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do. I don't really use her. I use the voiceover shit.
Yeah.
It is a female voice.
Yeah.
And also,
is it attractive to you? Kind of, maybe?
I don't know. Not really. Computer voices never really did it for me. You know, I guess because I grew up using, computers.
Right.
I just kind of knew it was a female voice. Same with my phone. My phone doesn't necessarily, I don't get my jackums on over my phone.
Right.
So, you ever have something that you made yourself so psyched up for that you look forward to so much?
And it's a disappointment.
Then you get or you get your hopes dashed because of something so stupid that you just didn't take into consideration. So today, remember how yesterday I was like, damn, what am I going to take to work to eat? Because I was going to a meeting in the morning, so I couldn't take anything frozen. And I was like, okay, I guess I could take a can of crap. But you know what? I'm going to bring 2 cans of crap. I know that's not going to fill me up. It's going to be kind of shitty. And remember, you were like, well, why don't you just get some sandwich meat, make some sandwiches or something? And I'm like, well, yeah, but where am I going to keep the sandwich meat, in the fucking break room refrigerator so assholes could steal it? Although no one's ever stole my food before. But then again, I've had a lot of frozen. Well, then again, I've had pizzas too, and I've had sandwiches, Subway sandwiches in there that could have been stolen, never were. So I think people are pretty much trustworthy that I've seen at least. I've heard stories of shit getting stolen, but it's never happened to me. Anyway, I get this bright idea this morning while I'm in the shower. I said, I know what I'm going to do. Because I had to pick up some like plasticware, utensils. And I was like, okay, so we're going to go to this meeting. Then on the way back to the office, I'm going to have my assistant take me to get some plasticware. But we can go to Albertsons, where guess what else they got? Those big-ass chicken dinners.
Yeah, I used to love getting those.
Oh, man.
You get the chicken, the Hawaiian biscuits, you
macaroni
salad, potatoes, whatever. Yeah, the little odds and end things.
Actually, I think you get 2 sides.
2 sides.
That's right. You get macaroni and motherfucking
Or you
potato.
can get traded out for like the potato wedges or whatever.
Oh, that's right. They had the potato wedges, too.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, nigga. So then I get myself all psyched up for this shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's just what the fuck I'm going to do. We're going to do, I'm going to have them get me, fried chicken. I'll get one of those fried chicken meals that's going to last me 2 meals. This is going to be great. It's going to be a day of food.
Right.
So we go to the meeting. We go to the meeting that we go to. And as we're leaving, I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, man, can we stop at Albertsons on the way back? This is what I wanted to do. So then I say it to him, and he goes, you might be shit out of luck. I'm like, why? And he's like, because it's only 9:30 in the morning. I don't think they're going to have any chicken yet. And I'm like, oh, fuck, are you serious? So sure enough, he was like, nah. He goes, I suggest we go to Walmart. He's like, I know Walmart has chicken too. So I'm like, okay, or something cooking. So we get there, and he looks at the deli. He's like, yep, all the deli trays are empty, man. And I'm like, oh, butt fuck. So I wound up having to get bullshit frozen dinners. So I got one Marie Callender's fried chicken thing, whatever. And then, which, has the gravy attached to it.
Right.
And although, you know what? I might start getting some of those Marie Callender dinners, too. Some are not that bad, Right. I mean, I wasn't, sometimes with Hungry Man's, I'm actually hungrier.
Yeah, the Hungry Man's when they first came out were great.
Yeah.
Now they seem to be very generically cheap or something. They don't seem to be what they used to be.
Because they do not fill you up. You're like, you'll eat them and you're like, damn, I'm hungry again. Where this one, you know what? I didn't really think about being hungry all afternoon after eating it, this Marie Callender's thing. So I'm just wondering if maybe there's a little more substance in those, even though they're smaller.
No, I do like the Marie Callender's. They're pretty good.
I might have to, I might have to change up my steez a little bit. But anyway, yeah, because the Marie Callender's one was fine. Although it was a bitch having to, fuck with the little gravy packet that's, it's taped to the back to the top of it. I'm used to the Hungry Man's that have the gravy in it.
Right.
You don't have to have a separate pack. You microwave for a certain amount of time, then take it out, and then cut the fucking. The top off and then pour it on. And I'm really bad at shit like that,
Right.
Like, I never do the ketchup packets at the fast food place because they're a bitch too.
Right.
I do the dip cups. If you got cups you can dip the stuff in, then that's fine. But if it's just like these packets that you got to tear open,
right.
I don't like those. They're a pain in the ass for me. So I never use them.
Yeah, they are kind of.
So anyway,
it seemed like you would tear them. Before it seems like when you used to tear them, the tip would come off. Now it goes down all the way down the side and just goes everywhere.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Because I tore the top part off, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I wound up having to cut the fucking, and then that rips the side, like you were saying.
Yeah, then you get it everywhere.
And you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna go everywhere. Fuck that. So thank God I was doing it right over the dinner,
right.
So I was able to get a lot of the gravy. But I sure as hell, because I know, man, if it's too much and it's just pouring like that, I got to have a bottle where I can regulate it. Like, okay, here's a few little squirts here, and this is what I do. Otherwise, if I'm just dumping a big fucking thing, it's going to go everywhere, man. We're going to have gravy all over the fucking place. So, but needless to say, yes, here it was. I got myself all fired up for this, Albertson's chicken, thinking, oh, man, I'm going to have fried chicken today. It's going to be kick-ass. Oh, no, I got totally ass-rammed. That was just a complete.
So that made your day then, right? You like getting ass rammed.
Oh, well, I don't know. You and Jeremy kind of,
Speaking of him, I haven't heard really much from him at all.
No.
It's just been kind of like all I've been seeing is pictures of Disney and his Bite Squad thing he's working for. That's it.
Bite Squad? You mean like
no Bite?
What's a Bite Squad?
It's a new thing out here, which you might want to try sometime. One of these times at your house. You call them up, and anywhere in your area, they have like an 8-mile radius. They will go pick the food up for you and drive it back to you, and you give them a couple bucks.
Really?
Yeah. It's called Bite Squad.
Bite Squad, huh?
Yeah. And the first time you use it, it's free to use.
No shit.
Yeah, they give you a $15 coupon or something like that, so they add it towards whatever.
So wait, you obviously you pay for whatever your meal's going to be, right?
Yeah.
And then what do they tack on to it? Do you know?
It's depending on how far it is or whatever. It's like a couple bucks on for each whatever. But it's really, from what I heard, not super bad. But depending on where you're ordering from, I mean, you have to get a decent meal. But for you probably can't like order less than $5, or something.
And I probably wouldn't. I mean,
but it's a good, something for you. Like if you wanted to get like a good dinner for the night or something, from a decent place.
Well, let's see. Like if I wanted to order from.
Michigan, whatever.
Oh, Lindo Michoacan?
Yeah, they will pick it up for you. Yes.
I don't know if they do take out like that though.
Well, if they do, they mostly what they do is they'll go pick it up for you. They'll order, pick it up, and then bring it back to your house for you.
No shit.
Yeah, it's called Bite Squad.
Wow, Bite Squad. I'll have to remember that. So, but they won't do like fast food, like
yes.
Will they?
Any place you go onto your computer, type in bitesquad.com.
I will,
and look for the area. It gives you like 7 to 8. Like if from ordering here, we cover even on a strip. They'll pick up for the strip from us and bring it here.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, shit. How would we not know about those fuckers that night? Remember when I was starving and would have done anything?
Yeah.
Would have chopped off my arm.
To be totally honest with you, I didn't even think about it because they would have done that.
Bite Squad. And what does he do? He's one of the drivers for
Yeah,
him?
he's helping manage it now.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna have to look that up. Bite Squad.
Yeah, and they give you $15 off your first one or whatever, something like that, towards whatever you're getting and stuff or whatever.
That's cool as
So,
fuck.
yeah.
I didn't realize, man.
But I mean, if you're like starving at your house one night and you got no way to get out, you know, and you're hungry for something, you know, it may cost a couple bucks, but it'll be well worth it to you if you're getting what you want and starving for it.
Well, that's it. Like, yeah, man, could you go get me a couple like pizzas from Little Caesars or
yeah,
something?
They'll, as long as they're within that radius, it'll show you the listing of everything you can order from in your 7 to 8 mile area.
Shit, we
Yeah.
should. We need that here.
I
We
didn't
should
think
have been
about it.
using
Yeah,
that, you know that
Yeah.
one night.
Yeah.
You know,
never thought about it until just now.
Bite Squad, man. All right.
Yeah, so you when you go home tonight, check it out. Go type it in, and then look in your area and type in restaurants in your area, and it'll show you whatever they'll pick up for you.
Wow. Can you order? Can you do it right online?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I'll definitely check into that. Thank
Yeah.
you for the
Hey,
for
not
the
a
info
problem.
on that. Okay. And I guess from what you're saying, it's across the country.
Yeah, I'm guessing from what I heard. Yeah, but they kind of popped up all over the place. It's just a group of people, kind of like Uber with the taxi thing, where they're doing it the same, but it's with food. Instead of having delivery people, for places that don't normally deliver, you can still have it picked up for you.
I'm surprised they don't ass ram you, because I mean, to run a business like that, you know, you think it would be so. Like if I want something from, you know, let's see, let's get a good example here. Well, you said Lindo Michoacan. So if my meal's like $13 or something, you know, are they going to tack on what, another $10 just to come deliver?
I don't know what it is. I think it's like $5 or $7 depending on how far out it is and stuff like that, and it goes up the further it goes out or whatever.
Because
But
I wouldn't order anything too far from my house anyway.
yeah, but I'm
You
just
know?
saying, if you ever one night said, "Hey, look, you know, I've got some bucks to blow. I'm starving for this, and I've nobody to pick me up because you don't drive. You can't
Right.
call, you know." And you say, "Hey, even the $7-8 will be worth just getting this because I'm that hungry for it." You know,
Right.
it's always there.
Huh. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be something I do all the time.
Right, but it is it's an option.
It is an option. Wow, I
Yeah.
just never knew about such an option.
Yeah, Bite Squad.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And and even if the place doesn't do takeout, I guess they'll still.
Yeah, they have a whole listing. They'll show you every place that they pick up from.
Oh, I see. So you can pick restaurants.
Yeah.
So if you know that Bite Squad covers them,
Yeah.
then you can actually fuck, man.
Yeah, just go on and say, "I want it picked up from here." And there's times too that they will, if you're on your way home and you're hungry,
Yeah, they'll meet you there.
they'll meet you there with your food.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah. Or if you're on your way to work and you forgot something, you want to have something waiting there, they'll deliver it right to your wherever you're at.
You know, I'm totally. I'm well flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I can't believe there's such a service.
Well, yeah, and for you, I mean, that's totally cool because you can't drive.
Oh, I know. It's
Yeah.
so jackums.
Yeah.
You know, matter of fact, had I known about that yesterday, I would have used them tonight at work. You know, here it is. I'm having, you know, Colin take me to fucking Walmart to eat some goddamn Marie Callender's frozen fucking dinner.
And you're just saying how great it was. Now you're like, oh, fuck them.
Yeah, and then you're like, dude, well, you know, he's doing this. And it was such an off-cuff comment. You know, I
Yeah.
made a Jeremy joke, and you're like, yeah, he's just doing his Disney shit and that Bite Squad thing.
Yeah.
And I said, Bike Squad? You're like, no, Bite Squad. What they do, you might like this.
Yeah.
And then you tell me, and I'm like, oh, great.
Well, 'cause for some reason,
motherfucker.
it just didn't really register till now, thinking about that.
Oh man, they would have. Do you know how many times that would have been a lifesaver? That the one night I'm thinking of is that Friday night, especially when I was ragingly ass hungry. Nobody would deliver this way. My card was fucking up on me, if you remember right.
Oh yeah, here. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And or I was waiting on a new card. That's right. And I had the temporary card, which they wouldn't take. So I'm stuck with nothing. Then we go over to and what a butt fuck was this? We go over here to the Skinny Fats next door. They're not even open.
Yeah, I remember that one.
They're remodeling their kitchen. Oh, jingly jarly.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. Bite Squad of Vegas.
Okay.
Las Vegas restaurant delivery and food delivery. Fast food and food delivery.
Damn. Well, you know, why don't you put in our zip code here?
Okay, let's try this.
And
okay.
see what they would deliver to us.
So
say we were hungry.
where are you? Let's see.
think
We'll put our address, Vegas.
You have the zip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see
see if it goes by the 8, 9.
We'll see what restaurants deliver to our neighborhood.
We'll see if dish or cuisine. So you get to pick.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. Angeli's Pizzeria.
No shit.
Payless Pizzeria. Green Dolce Grill and Hookah.
Hookah, I don't know.
A Villa, Subway.
Oh, fuck.
John Jin Chinese.
Never heard of them, but...
Teriyaki Boy Healthy Grill. Taste of China. Brentwood Tavern. Jolly Bar. Ricardo's.
Ricardo's would deliver?
Yeah, to here.
Shit.
Another pizzeria. De Lat Vietnamese cuisine. Another fucking pizzeria. Johnny's Pizzeria.
Well, I wonder if that would give you the pickup or the carryout price.
Slice of Vegas. California Penis Kitchen. Yeah. California Penis Kitchen.
What do you got in your mind?
Pizza Kitchen. Born and Raised, which I don't know what that is. Another Asian. Michoacan.
Lena Michoacan?
Yeah, they'll deliver that here.
No shit.
Bono's New York Pizza Restaurant. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Chili's, they'll deliver to here. Another Subway. They'll go to Planet Hollywood to deliver here.
Damn.
China One, Hollywood Chinese Cuisine, East West Pizzeria, TC's, Rib Crib. Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another Cafe El Mondo Corbaro or something like that.
I mean, I'm sure, like I said, it's an expensive thing, but, just like if you have the...
Give me your zip. Hang on a second.
Okay,
We'll see what
let
me get it to the top here.
All
That's
right.
all I had to do was enter the zip code.
All right, so here it goes. Ready?
Okay.
89121.
89121. Okay, let's see what you would get in your area.
Okay. What are they going to give me?
Okay, Sicilian Restauranto.
Don't know what that is, but hey.
La Casos.
Don't know what that is.
Dizzy BJ Steakhouse.
Okay.
Angeline's Pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sammy's LA Pastrami and Burgers.
Oh, that place I went to with Hazmat. Yeah.
They'll deliver. Permanio's Pizzeria.
Okay.
Rincon Mexican Restaurant.
I don't know who that is.
Some Italian cuisine. Nigerian cuisine.
Oh, wow.
India cuisine. Top This Pizza. Bluefin Sushi. Grillio. Becca du Pepo. Bacca di Pepo or whatever the fuck it's called.
Buca di Pepo.
Buca di Pepo, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They deliver. Fernando's Pizzeria. Angelina's another one. Urban Turban. There's at least, I mean, this list just goes Subway. It's just going on. Little
So
Italy.
they will do Subway, huh?
Oh, there's just Johnny Rockers. Your list right here is, I'd see almost at least 40 places they'll deliver to your place.
Oh, yeah. Well, now, I'm assuming you probably have to know the menu.
Gyro time. No, what you do is there's a thing that says restaurant info. You click it, opens up, and shows you what they got.
Oh, nigga. So
Yeah.
I could just go to any of these. This is
Yeah.
Wow. I think I just came.
Yeah.
And on that note, bitches,
Yeah.
go clean myself up.
I mean, shit. I mean, your list here is longer. I mean, I'm looking at about probably 40 so far right now.
Damn.
Quickie Burgers.
Wow.
Yeah, you've got like a ton. Okay, delivery fee. It tells you at the bottom. All these are $10 so far.
So everything's a $10 delivery
Everything's
fee.
a $10
Flat.
delivery fee. Flat. Well, no, they're the further ones out. Now some of these are going back to $8.
Oh.
Some are going back. Here's one for $7.
Because it's fairly close.
The further away it is. Here's one for $6. And let's see. You would probably order, if you order from Gyro, it's $5 for a delivery.
Really?
Yeah, if you would order from Gyro
I
Time.
don't even know where the fuck that Gyro Time is.
Yeah, and I'm trying to go back up to like one of the Ricardo's. That's $9 for some
Yeah,
reason.
well, they're way across town.
The Subway, $9, so that's probably further out.
Okay.
Oh, Lucille's. Oh, Lucille's
No
has some
shit.
good freaking food.
Oh, fuck yeah, they do.
Yeah, theirs is a $9, but I can see why. They have good freaking food.
But it gives you a menu, right?
Yeah, you can click on a part and it opens up for a menu.
I'll have to see how accessible the website is, too.
Looks to me very accessible. I mean,
Well, I mean, you're a sighty,
but
man.
yeah, but I mean, it looks like Old Talk's a website. It just said line down and it goes from box to box to box.
Okay,
So it looks like it may be.
So kind of like a site that I would be able
Yeah,
to
that
navigate.
probably looks easily navigated.
I will try it out, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that piece of info.
Well, hey, not a problem. I'm sure that'll save your neck one night when you're starving.
It sure the fuck will. God damn. Well, like I said, and now that we're at the end of the show.
We are?
Uh-huh.
There's an ending to this?
Yeah, there is. Can you believe it?
Oh, this must be it then, right?
Yeah. And we need to hurry because I got to clean myself up. I came all over myself. Anyway, bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ, got all the information, Jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
The shit that goes.